Hi, welcome back to Where Potters Walk. It's another 20 minutes of Stoke City chat. How are you all doing? Our first record of 2026, and it's a cheery one. Stoke are sorting themselves out, back in the playoff hunt, and knocking Coventry out of the FA Cup. Everything is rosy in the Stoke Garden, and signing a new goalkeeper as well. What do Adam and George make to all of that? Thank you very much for joining us. Lots to get through. Transfers. We'll talk about that amazing goal against Coventry, of course, as well. And what have we made of our Christmas and New Year fixtures? Welcome back, Adam and George. Hope you both well. You calmed down yet, George, from watching, being in the stadium with that superb goal? Have you seen a better goal at the Bet365 in your lifetime?
It's definitely up there with the best goals I've seen. Just the connection on the strike was unbelievable by Cisse. Touch it down, top bins was unbelievable. It's definitely up there with the best goals I've seen. I've seen Lewis Baker's, but that was just an unbelievable strike to win the game late on as well. And yeah, it was a brilliant goal and brilliant scenes as well to enter the next round.
Brilliant. Can we just sort out with these Coventry fans a minute here, talking about attendances? Adam, I mean, look, it's an indictment on Coventry, isn't it? More that was it? Stoke get 10,000 or 10,000 fans turn up for that game. People don't want to pay money for a game which they've just seen 2 months ago.
Yeah, Christmas has just come out the way, hasn't it? And we've got two home games as well coming up next within the next 10 days. So, you know, it was. I think they made kids' tickets cheaper for £1, but adult tickets were full price. So when you've got two really important home league games next up, I think that's where the focus. So it's Coventry being Coventry, trying to force a rivalry like they do.
Okay. Yeah, and of course Stoke City into the fourth round of the FA Cup. Carl, who do you want in the next round? Just out of interest.
That rabble from up the road. Or
Really?
down the other part of Stoke you come from. I just love a Potteries derby for once. A proper game. Quite confident that we'd beat them as well at the minute. Probably last season I wouldn't have liked that draw, but I'd love either them lot from up the road or I'd like a proper big fixture, a big tie. Yeah, somebody big at home, Man City or someone like that. If not them lot up the road.
Okay.
We've got. I don't want to play them. We've got everything to lose by playing Vale, and we gain nothing by beating them, and we have everything to lose, don't we? So
We get the enjoyment to just beat them back where they belong.
Yeah.
Don't worry. It's going to be Hull away, isn't it? It'll be Stoke's luck. It'll be Hull
Probably.
away. Yeah.
Probably.
Brighton,
Yeah.
it'll be Brighton at home.
Yeah.
oh,
Speaking of
not
Hull
again.
away, I tell you what, you've got a great record there, haven't you? George, you went to the MKM, I think, at
Yeah.
the New Year, didn't you? And yeah, you were brilliant, weren't you?
Yeah, we controlled the game absolutely brilliant. When seeing the start at 11 before the game, I didn't expect much, but we fighted brilliantly. Attacking wise was good, defensively wise we did really well. And yeah, all his injuries as well we had for that game. We did brilliant to keep Hull scoring because I think they were fourth at the time. But yeah, it's brilliant 3 points and getting us back on the form, which was good.
Right, let's look at the league table then, shall we? So then, Adam, we're in eighth place as it stands at the moment. 20 games to play, 40 points. I mean, fair to say we've only got three more wins and we're safe from relegation, aren't we? Which is, compared to last year, we're all right. 1 point outside the playoffs. Is it fair to think Stoke have had our wobble now? We've had our dodgy patch, and we're out of the woods. You've seen improved performances over Christmas.
Yeah, you'd hope so, wouldn't you? I think you look at most teams in the league, and most teams have had a little bit of a purple patch there, where they've had a little bit of a wobble. So hopefully that's ours out of the way. 3 wins, including the cup win on the run, and some winnable games coming up as well. So yeah, it's looking up for the new year.
Yeah, Carl, do you honestly think that we're going to be talking about the playoffs for the rest of the season now?
No, I don't. As long as we can stay in and around there, I'm happy. But our injuries at the minute, the injury list getting longer and longer, and we've just had Junior Shamadou get injured at the African Cup of Nations as well. So it's going to be a big ask now, but it's got to be an improvement, hasn't it, from last season? If we can finish in the top 10, I'll take that all day. I just with the injury list, I just don't think we'll be looking at that top six. Don't think we're ready for it either, to be honest with you.
I mean, I agree with you. I personally agree with you, Carl. There are some Stoke fans that I read, Carl, and listen to because obviously from that area that say, people say, I'm sick of these Stoke fans who keep saying what you've just said. Okay, finishing 9th and 10th. This is the best chance Stoke have got in many years of escaping the league. Yeah, it's a poor league. You've got, no disrespect, but Preston and Watford and Millwall in that. And if you want Stoke fans are serious about getting out of the Premier League, go for it now. Put the money in, and let's not have this. Well, we're happy to finish 9th and 10th because it's an improvement. Do you get that point of view, George, or not?
Yeah, I do, but if we finish in the top 10, it's a brilliant achievement. Because where we've been over the last 7 to 8 years, it's a massive improvement. And Luke, yeah, we're in the top 6 most of the season, but injuries have hit us massively. Bad form's hit us massively. But if we stay in the top 10, top half, it's a good achievement, and we can build on our next season. Hopefully, try and get into the top 6 next season. But yeah, if we finish in the top 10, it's a good achievement, and we go again next season.
No, but next season we'll have a West Ham in it, and a Wolves in it, and a Birmingham with more money, and a Wrexham with more money. Adam, do you understand what people are saying? Do it now.
Yeah, I do. I at the start of the season, I was saying the same things. I wanted us just to be, a nice top half finish, but the league is very, very poor this year. And then when you look at the likes of Luton, Ipswich, who've gone from League One to the Championship to the Premier League, we can say we're not ready, but look at what Sunderland have done. They were bottom half of the table at this time last year in the Championship. There's no reason why we can't go up there and compete. I think we need to have a bit of ambition. I think Stokies are just renowned for being a little bit more pragmatic and a little bit more realistic, and I don't think any of us can realistically see is happening. But I think you're right. I think if we want to escape this league, this is going to be our best chance. Albeit, I don't think we'll get there, but a couple more plays, you never know. Let's give it a go.
I do get what they're saying. I completely agree with what they're saying. You know what I mean? Why settle for mediocre? I do get it. We've had mediocre for years and years and years, but I just think the injuries have come at a shocking time for us. It's always after Christmas is when the teams start shaping up. They make that run for the playoffs, and I just think the injuries have come at a real bad time for us, and they are key players as well. It's not like just a couple of fringe players. It's genuinely key players are all injured. You've got Lewis Baker, Shamadou, Victor Johansson, Bosniak, he scored, he was looking good, now he's injured. They're all key players we're losing.
Creswell, another one. First starting fullback.
Bocat.
I think a couple of signings. I'm intrigued to see what we do this month. We've been linked with a couple of foreign names who I don't really know anything about them. Obviously, sounds like we're signing the Southampton keeper on loan, and I know that's come from an injury crisis. But it's a bit of a weird one. Worst record in the league at saves, an 8 million option apparently, which we're never going to spend £8 million. That's not going to happen. So yeah, we shall see. I think if we can get a versatile fullback who can play either side, maybe another striker in, and then by the sounds of it, I think the manager said there's 3 or 4 of them that will be back within a 2-week period. So again, promising. I think if we can just get through these next 2 home games and get 4 points from them, get a couple of signings in, you never know, do you? You've got to push.
Okay. Let's have a look at the next set of fixtures. The January group then. So QPR, who haven't been that good in recent weeks. I know they've had some big wins, but on their travels, Carl, they're not very good. Middlesbrough, of course, we know where they're at, but of course you've already been there and picked up points at the Riverside this season, and then Birmingham away and Southampton at home. So how many points, Carl, is the minimum, do you think, to keep you in that conversation of playoffs from those 12 available?
I think if we're being realistic now, I'd like to think we'll get the 3 at home against QPR. Birmingham, they're hit and miss, aren't they? If we can get a point there, you're going to want 6 points, aren't you, out of them 4 games for keeping the mix, I think, personally.
You agree, George?
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, QPR at home, they've had a decent enough season, but I think we should get over the line. Middlesbrough obviously having a brilliant season. Birmingham away, you never know. Like Carl said, they're hit and miss, and Southampton home, they've been really poor really, to be fair this season. So yeah, six or seven for me. I think it'll be good.
Right, let's talk a bit about some transfer rumours and gossip then. Let's see where we're up to now. Of course, Bournemouth are in the money because they've just had a nice bit of cash injection from Man City, and the rumours are that Sorba Thomas is on their list, Adam, that they might be interested in. What price tag are you slapping on him?
I can't see as this is a realistic transfer rumour. Bournemouth are meticulous, a little bit like your Brightons. They've got a whole hit list of players queued up whenever they sell one of their players of who's going to come in and replace. Now, in all fairness, they bought Semenyo from Bristol City, didn't they, originally? Yeah. So he was one that they brought from the Championship. So that's not saying that he's not going to do the business, but I can't see the analytic teams at Bournemouth are jumping at a half a season where Sorba Thomas is having his best patch of his career. They will have been looking at that position for a long time, and they will have had, 2 or 3 players lined up who've been absolutely brilliant for the last 2 or 3 seasons, not just the last 6 months. But that said, if they want to come and try and sign Sorba Thomas 6 months into his deal at Stoke, he's going to command a hefty transfer fee, isn't he? So, you're looking at what the going rates at the minute. You're looking at easily 12 million plus, probably pushing towards 15 million, aren't you? So, especially with how long he's got left on his deal. So, yeah, I can't see that one happening.
Another one then is Harry Amass, which we're reading potentially is going to be inquiries to Man United about the fullback. Obviously, he's there at Sheffield Wednesday at the moment. Carl, do you see any legs in this one?
Makes sense for us at the minute. We're really short in the fullback position. We've got Creswell and Bocat both injured at the left back, left wing back. Shamadou's out. We've been playing Maxi at right wing back, right back. So we're desperately short. So it makes sense. Touching on the Sorba Thomas one, I think he said, didn't he? I know it's football. It's football. But he said he's really happy here. He loves it, and very early in his deal. And as Adam said, he's been hit and miss everywhere he goes, Andy. He's just having the best run of his career at the minute. So I couldn't see that one happening, but the Harry Amass one, I'd like to think that's got a bit of legs in it.
Okay. Any other rumours that we're hearing, George, on your line and chatting to people on the grounds and the pubs?
No, I haven't seen anything. Just think we just need a couple full-backs and a striker will do me, and hopefully we can still push on into the playoffs with those signings, and hopefully the injuries will come back soon.
Yeah. And this Bazunu signing then, George, as well, yeah? What's your thoughts on that?
Couple of years ago, maybe. He was a high prospect goalkeeper then, but now with the stats he's got, doesn't really fill me with any hope, to be honest with you. Simpkins come in, he's played well, but it's a difficult decision because it's sad because Johansson is obviously injured and Bazunu, yes, he's championship experience, but he hasn't got the greatest stats in the world, but he hasn't played yet, so hopefully he does well for us.
It's such a strange move. Yeah, I understand we need to sign another goalkeeper. Having a young lad that's only played, at League One level before as your main man, and it by all sounds, Usyk wants out, doesn't he? Why am I forgetting his name? Barnum apparently wants out, and he wants to play more first team football. But you'd think we'd sign an experienced goalkeeper. I know, like he commanded a hefty transfer fee for Southampton. But he's still only young himself, isn't he? He's a similar age to actually Simpkin is. He's only, I think he's 22. Yeah. So, yeah, weird one. I'd rather like an experienced Premier League keeper who's perhaps second, third choice to Premier League team to come in the short term and give Simpkin a bit of an education for the next 6 months. But, yeah, such a strange one, this.
Right then, we'll be looking at the QPR game this time next week. So, buckle up for that one. Should be a good one. Join us for that. Before we finish, though, this week, please drop us a sub and a like if you haven't yet done so. As ready to continue to grow this Stoke content across our set of podcasts, and we've been doing the A to Z of Stoke City in the last couple of months. Actually, it's up to the letter L somehow. We're looking for one player or one event from Stoke City's history that goes into this particular letter. Carl, what have you got for L? Anything?
I think there's only one player. I think the lads will kill me for saying it because I know it's on the tip of their tongue, but it's going to be Liam Lawrence. It's got to be Liam Lawrence. Other than that, there isn't many else for Stoke. Great player for us. Got us promoted. Scored that goal at Coventry that lifted us up. And yeah, he was class in the Premier League. He was really, really solid player for us, and he's still in the mix now. He's still in the fold at Stoke. He has something to do with the academy, so I believe, and around the back. And yeah, he's a bit of a legend at Stoke, and is the only L I can think of, to be honest with you.
Okay. Any other notable mentions from him, George, Adam?
Liam Lawrence for me.
Yeah, I struggled with this one. This is a bit of a common theme for us, isn't it? We seem to have one player for like every letter.
Every letter.
The only other possible name, I think, and I can't really say he's gone down well with fans lately. It was Josh Laurent. I think that was the only one. He was a very, very steady player, I thought. So he was a decent player, and he's gone Burnley, and he's doing all right. So fair play to him.
Okay. Well, I'll throw one in because my favourite ever Stoke memory was with Liverpool. Was Steven Gerrard's final game for Liverpool, and he came to Stoke, and you absolutely tore them one. I remember laughing my head off at that result. So there's another one. There's another little one.
I think the only other one I can think of, and again, I quite often do this. I'm going to go back to my childhood. Kyle Whiteborn. I think he was an important player for us. Never the greatest of player, but he was like a League Two Madam Sidibe, wasn't he, when we were trying to get out of that League Two back to League One. And he was just a bit of a workhorse. But yeah, there's not many for Al.
I've got the winner. L for light show, the best light show in the league.
Yeah, it's definitely up there.
Wow.
Okay. Brilliant. Right, let us know in the comments what we've missed, especially going back a long time, maybe before these were born, if you're an older viewer, who've we missed. Let us know in the comments, as you always do. Right, you lot enjoy the QPR game. George, make sure you get any worldies on video for us.
Yeah, will do.
And we will catch you all in 7 days. Have a good one.
Cheers.